Man, what is good, YouTube? This is if the UFC had the battle of the continent. So how this is going to work, I had the best fighter from each continent. They're all going to face each other in a round robin, so each fighter versus each person. Whoever has the best record out of the top two is going to face each other at the end. But anyways, let's get right into it. We got North America versus South America. We got Jon Jones taking on Alex Pereira. Jon Jones, he throws one overhand, then shoots a double leg, gets Alex Pereira to the ground. Once he has him in the ground, he tries to lock in at Pereira, but Alex Pereira did good enough. He was able to reverse position. Alex Pereira, he postures up. He gives one shot to Jon Jones and goes for an armbar. But Jon Jones, he was the better man on the ground, so he just pops straight out of it. After he reversed him to the ground, he was able to get to top mount where he postured up. He was letting some big shots go and another big elbow that rocks him. He was probably able to ground and pound finish him, but he transitions to an armbar. He nearly gets him out of there. He locks it in. But Alex Pereira, he survives. He gets right back into top mount. And then Jon Jones, for some reason, decided to let him up where he nearly had him finish. Pereira, he gets up. He knows he has to do some damage. He goes in with a straight right and the left hand right behind it and a couple hooks and an elbow to rock Jon Jones. But Jon Jones, he comes back with a straight right and a left hand of his own to sit down Pereira, and then he gets him on the ground. Pereira gets back up, and that ends off round one. Now we're in round two. Jon Jones, he comes out with a knee. Pereira goes in with two hooks. Jon Jones kept pressuring him. Pereira makes him pay with it with an uppercut and a hook combo. Sits him down. He got him into the clinch. And then Pereira, he hits him with a 1-2. Rocks Jon Jones badly. Jon Jones, he survives. He ends up, he clinches up Pereira, trips him, gets him to the ground, gets his feet out of the way, goes to side control. He starts letting off shots, and then eventually he'll posture up, and he finishes Alex Pereira. Alright, after we get the first fight in the books, we got Jon Jones up 1-0 and Alex Pereira at 0-1. Alright, in the next fight, representing Australia, we got Alexander Volkanovski taking on Islam Makhachev representing Asia. Islam Makhachev starts out this fight. He shoots a double leg, gets him to the ground, but Volkanovski gets back up in the clinch. He reverses Islam Makhachev in the clinch, hits him with a couple shots, tries to hip toss him, but Islam stands right back up. Volkanovski comes out with a 1-2 and a leg kick, and then he shoots his own takedown. Islam Makhachev, he stuffs it again. While they're in the clinch, Islam Makhachev, he lets off two knees, and then they separate, and then he shoots a double leg and gets Volkanovski to the ground. After Islam got him to the ground, it paid off. He kept him there for 3 minutes, and then eventually he postured up, rocked Volkanovski with a huge elbow, and that ended off round one. That brings us to round two. Volkanovski comes out with a little three-piece combo, gets nothing really out of it. And then Islam walked him down, throwing straight after straight after straight, and sits him down with a head kick. Once Islam got him to the ground, he was letting some ground and pound shots go, but Volkanovski does a good job and takes his back. Islam Makhachev, he does a sit out. He reverses Volkanovski. Volkanovski reverses him right back, hits him with a sweep. Volkanovski, he postured up on Islam Makhachev. He's trying to let some shots go, but Islam Makhachev did a good job of staying out of the way of most of the shots, blocking a lot of shots. But Volkanovski, he was controlling him for a lot of the round. He eventually started letting some shots go. He was getting some big shots. Probably could have finished Islam, but he stopped punching, and that brings us to round three. Islam didn't have a great round on the ground last time, but he shoots a single leg, tries to get him down. Volk gets out of it. Volk gets him in the clinch. He's letting some shots go. He tries to take down Islam. Islam survives. He pops right back up. Woganowski, he comes in with a running hook, fakes another. Islam shoots a single leg, trips him, gets him to the ground, and then he kept him there for about 2 minutes. He got him to his back. He was letting a lot of shots go. Volkanovski, he eventually got Islam Makhachev off of his back, but he ended up getting put in the top mount. Islam Makhachev, he knows there's not much time left. He goes for a desperate triangle, but Volkanovski wasn't going to get submitted just like that. He picks up Islam, slams him on the ground, and ends off round 3 strong on top. And that brings us to our first decision. And that's me accidentally skipping it, so we don't get to see the hands raised. But anyways, Volkanovski, he won the decision, got the last 2 rounds, which I actually don't get how he got the third. It was a split decision. Alright, in each of their first fights, that has Volkanovski at 1-0 and Islam Makhachev at 0-1. Alright, in the next fight, we got, representing Europe, we got Leon Edwards taking on Dricus du Plessis representing Africa. Dricus shoots a takedown. Leon Edwards, he stuffs it, gets him in the clinch, hits him with a couple knees. And then they both go and trade a couple shots. Leon Edwards shoots a takedown, but straight into a guillotine. And then he uses the guillotine to turn it to a Von Vlue choke. Du Plessis survives the choke, flips Leon over, gets him to his side saddle. He starts letting some shots go. They're pretty big shots. Leon tries to get out, gets nothing out of it. Dricus keeps up the pressure, stops him again, and then Leon finally gets out of it. And then he uses momentum to lock in a Darce choke. And he has Dricus in some danger. He tries to go for it. Dricus survives though, and then Leon just goes ahead and takes his back and keeps him there for the rest of round 1. Now we're in round 2. They start off. They get a little glove touch. Dricus throws a Superman punch into a hook and then a body shot. Then hits Leon with a nice 1-2 right down the middle. Then he throws another Superman punch with some hooks behind it. Leon leans back, hit him with a straight right, rocks him. Drickus didn't want this fight on the feet. He shoots a double leg while Leon kicks and then gets him to the ground, but Leon Edwards takes his back. He only kept him there for about 15 seconds, and then he goes ahead and lets DDP up. But it was probably a mistake because Du Plessis comes in with a running left hook. Edwards hit him with a nice body shot, but then he gets smacked by a right hand that rocks him, has him on the back foot, and there's like 10 seconds left in the round. Leon hits a nice head kick, almost gets him, but that ends off round 2. Edwards starts round 3 with a lead kick, then he hits him with 2 body shots. They both go for overhands. Drickus lands first, knocks down Edwards, gets him to the ground. He goes in, he's going for the ground and pound. He's doing serious damage on him. Goes for a huge elbow, but Edwards goes ahead and takes his back because of it. And then he's starting to let some punches go. But Drickus moves out of the way of the elbow, then gets back to the feet. Now we're halfway through the round. Leon goes in for a head kick. Drickus hits him with a Superman punch and a left hook and a double jab and a straight right that sits him down. Nearly has him finished, but he doesn't let punches go. I don't know why. Now there's only about 2 minutes left. He hits him with an uppercut hook combo, sits him down once again, goes for the ground and pound, hits him with a body shot, got him with the side control, started letting some shots go. Eventually enough was enough. Alright, after both of their first fights, we got Drickus up 1-0 and Edwards down to 0-1. Alright, in this next fight, now we got Jones versus Edwards, Europe versus North America. Here we go. Leon comes in with a high kick. Jones hits him with a nice hook. Lands a leg kick, but he had enough on the feet. John Jones shoots a takedown, but it's straight into a guillotine. He tries to get out of it. He does. He reverses it to a Von Vlue choke, but Leon reverses him right away. Edwards started letting down some big ground and pound, but John Jones was moving his head. He was surviving, not taking too much damage, but Edwards got him at the top mount, letting some more shots go. Eventually started rocking John Jones, but John Jones got up, and then boom, that ends off round 1. Only 10 seconds left. Not much going to happen. Alright, now we're in round 2. John Jones comes in, double jab, body shot. Leon Edwards lands a huge kick that rocks John Jones, goes for it again, gets blocked. He comes in, hit him with a 1-2 head kick, doesn't get much out of it. Jones throws a hook, but instead he hits a head kick. That has him rock. There's only 30 seconds left in the round. Jones goes for some elbows. Edwards started letting some hooks go in the front kick, rocks him, goes for a head kick, misses it. That ends off round 2. Round 3, Edwards wanted a glove touch. Jones doesn't give it to him. Edwards starts letting some shots go, sits him down with a head kick. Jones starts walking him down. Leon lands another head kick. John Jones just won't put his hands up. He keeps getting sat down. Gets sat down again by a straight right. Leon's on the foot. John Jones shoots a takedown straight into a guillotine. John Jones, he goes ahead. He gets out of it. Reverses position. Starts doing some ground and pound. And lets him up after getting knocked down like 3 times. At this point, Leon knows his defense was on point. He's letting some shots go. Goes for a front kick as John throws. Sits him down. Probably could have finished him, but he lets him up. John Jones goes for a horrible jumping kick. Gets nothing out of it. Shoots a takedown. Leon goes for the guillotine again. He's trying to get the finish. He reverses position. Goes into some ground and pound. Starts letting some shots go. Jones is surviving. That ends off round 3 and brings us to our second decision of the night.
Cars for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-26. For the winner by unanimous decision, Leon Rocky Edwards.
Alright, after both of their second fights, Leon Edwards is 1-1 and John Jones is also 1-1. Alright, now we got Australia versus Africa. We got Islam Makhachev taking on DDP. Alright, Islam does a double jab, one to the head, one to the body. Drickus comes in with a left hand. Islam shoots a takedown. Drickus gets him in the clinch, hits him with a couple punches. Drickus lets a little combo go. Islam goes for a jab, shoots a takedown straight to an uppercut and gets knocked down. Drickus hits him with a leg kick. Instead of keeping this fight on the feet, Drickus shoots a double leg, gets Islam down, but I really don't know why he would do that. Islam goes ahead. He goes for an armbar. Drickus tries to get out of it. He wasn't able to. Islam probably was able to lock it in, but instead he hits him with a shot and then goes ahead and takes his back. And after controlling Drickus on the ground for about a minute, he goes ahead and tries to lock in an arm triangle with 30 seconds left. He tries to get it in, but Drickus goes ahead. He reverses position. He takes Islam's back, and there's only like 10 seconds in the round. He tries to let him up, but there's not much to do. That ends off round 1. That brings us to round 2. Islam Makhachev lands a huge overhand that rocks Drickus and a couple shots behind it. From far out, Islam shoots a single leg. He lifts Drickus' leg up in the air. He gets him down to the ground. He gets him to side control. He tries to go for a Kimura, but Drickus was able to escape it, and he reverses position. DDP from top mount, he lands a huge right hand. He rocks Islam Makhachev. He tries to go for an armbar. He wasn't able to get it, though. Islam tries to escape, and he does. And then after a minute of control time, Islam goes ahead. He postured up, let a couple shots off from top mount, rocks Drickus. Then he goes ahead and goes for his own armbar. Islam tries to fully commit to the armbar. They roll over. Drickus slides out of it, and then he keeps him there for the rest of round 2. Now that brings us to round 3. They go ahead. They try to trade some shots. They both miss. Islam comes in with an overhand. Then he shoots a takedown right after it. He gets Drickus to the ground, attempts a Von Vlue choke, but Drakkar wasn't going to get submitted. He reverses position. 3 minutes left in the third. Keeps him there for about 3 minutes. Islam goes ahead, tries to end off the fight with a Kimura. Drakkar slides out, and that ends off round 3. Brings us to the third decision in this. Alright, and there is me skipping it again. I like to see the hands get raised, but anyways, we're going to just look at the decision anyways. Round 1, round 2, round 3, judges' scorecards. It was 29-28, 30-27. We got 1-1 Islam and 1-1 Drakkar. Next up, we got Leon Edwards taking on Alex Pereira, Europe versus South America. Alex Pereira starts out strong with a nice overhand and a head kick right behind it. Leon misses a big left hook. Alex Pereira lands his own. They both try to trade some shots. Leon tried to shoot because nobody wants to stand with Pereira because he lands a huge overhand, rocks Leon. Leon attempts a knee. Pereira sits him down with a front kick, and then soon enough was enough. Okay, that leaves Alex Pereira at 1-1 and Leon Edwards at 1-2. Now we're getting the next fight. We got Jon Jones taking on Islam Makhachev, North America versus Asia. Islam starts off the fight, shooting a double leg. He gets him to the ground. Islam pushes him right back off. Then he attempts a head kick. He rocks Islam. Then he goes ahead, lands a front kick, fakes the spin. Islam shoots a takedown, gets him to the ground once again. He tries to go for an arm triangle. But Jon Jones, it's not going to be that easy to finish him. You're really going to have to work for it. They attempt the triangle. Jon Jones slides out of it. Islam almost gets it, but Jon Jones hops out of it, keeps him there for the rest of the round. Okay, round 2 starts with a little glove touch. Islam misses a kick, gets hit by a hook, then lands his own hook. Lands a jab. He kind of stuns Jon with that. Jon goes for a side kick, gets rocked by a left hook, shoots a takedown. Jones hits him with an uppercut, then they separate. But Islam, he clinches up, lands some uppercuts, rocks Jon Jones, goes for an elbow and a knee, shoots a takedown once again. Jon Jones lynches his guillotine, but Islam, he goes ahead, puts his elbow on him, pops his head right back out, tries to go for some ground and pound. Jon Jones reverses him. He tries to go for an arm triangle. He goes for it, and he actually gets Islam with it, but Islam does just enough to survive. He doesn't tap. With like 2 minutes left in the round, Islam tries to reverse position, does exactly that. Then about a minute later, didn't really matter because Jon Jones goes ahead and sweeps him. He gets into the top mount. He tries to lock in an arm triangle. He tries to go for it. Islam pops out of it and takes his back with 30 seconds left in the second round and keeps him there for the rest. Round 3, Jon Jones attempts a body kick just to get smacked by overhand that rocks him badly. He is still wobbling. Islam kept up the pressure. He goes for a spin move. Islam shoots a takedown. Doesn't get him down. Jon Jones reverses position. Got him in the clinch. Tried to let some strikes off. Got nothing off. Islam lands a double uppercut. Rocks Jon Jones. He got Jon Jones moving all over the place. There's 3 minutes left. Jones attacks the body. Islam shoots a double leg. Gets him to the ground. He started doing some ground and pound. He rocks Jon Jones badly, but Jones barely survives. And then he goes ahead. Sweeps Islam with like 2 minutes left. He goes ahead. Tries to get his own ground and pound up, but he just lets him up. I feel like Jones might need a finish for this. Islam, he's keeping up with the pressure. He shoots a takedown, but Jon Jones isn't just going to let him take him down. He survives it. There's about a minute left in this fight. Now 30 seconds. He attempts a leg kick. Gets sat down by a huge overhand from Islam. They go ahead, trade 1-2s. That ends off round 3.
For the winner by split decision, Islam Makhachev.
After a close split decision, we got Jon Jones at 1-2, which is crazy, and then we got Islam at 2-1. Now it's Africa versus Australia. Du Plessis versus Volkanovski. He starts off slipping Volkanovski's right, sits him down with his own. He brings this fight to the ground. After half the round, Volkanovski reverses position, but DDP, he reverses position right back. And then about like 20 seconds later, Volkanovski does a sit out. He gets back up to the feet. Volkanovski rocks him bad with a head kick and a whole bunch of shots behind it. He has freaking Drakkar bobbling his head everywhere. I don't know how he didn't get knocked down. He lands a nice right. They both trade a shot. Ends off round 1. That brings us to round 2. Glove touch, ready back in action. They both trade a hook. Volkanovski goes for a leg kick and he gets sat down badly for it. About 20 seconds into the second round, just like last round. Volkanovski tries to get in a brawl. I don't know why. He gets sat down by a huge overhand. And then after a little bit, this fight gets to the ground, and there's me with my amazing editing skills, or just me forgetting to clip something. So now we're on the ground, and I really don't know what happened, but Volkanovski is doing some ground and pound on Drakkar. And usually this wouldn't be too bad of a problem if this doesn't happen. Alright, that's my mistake, but anyways, we got Woganowski 2-0, and we got Drakkar at 1-2. Next fight, Makhachev versus Edwards, which is Asia versus Europe. Leon starts out strong with a straight left and an uppercut that sits down Islam. Makhachev lands a straight left to the body. Leon goes with 2 shots to the body on his own. He clinches up. They separate. Edwards lands 2 body shots. Islam shoots a double leg, gets him to the ground. He postures up. He starts landing some shots, rocks Leon. He goes for an elbow, almost gets him out of there. He postures up again. He keeps letting more shots go. Leon barely survives. About like a minute left in the round. Islam tries to go for a triangle, but Leon, he picks him up, slams him straight back on his head, gets this fight to the ground. Islam tries to stand up. He gets it up. They clinch. There's 20 seconds left. Islam gets him back to the ground and ends this fight on top. Alright, that brings us to round 2. Islam comes in with a huge overhand, rocks Leon badly. He's getting a combination go while he's on the fence. Leon was wobbling backwards. He goes ahead, shoots a takedown, gets Edwards down. He tries to cinch in an arm triangle. Leon tries to get out of it, but Islam, he doesn't let him. He postures up, starts letting some ground and pound go, rocks Leon. There's about 2 minutes left in this fight. He postures up again. He starts letting off some shots. Nearly gets Edwards out of there, gets the top mount. He keeps rocking Edwards back to back to back. There's about a minute left in this round. He tries to go for an arm triangle again. He locks it in, nearly gets him out, but Leon Edwards, he is barely able to survive, and Islam keeps him there for the rest of round 2. Alright, round 3, we get a little glove touch. Leon needs to turn things around. He goes for a jump and switch kick, knocks down Islam, misses the left hook. Then he's like, F it, let's do it again. He sits him down again with a jump and switch kick, attempts a head kick, misses that. Makhachev throws a little two-piece. He goes for an overhand, gets sat down by a check hook and a straight left right behind it. Leon tries to go for a body kick and gets sat down badly by an overhand. He is basically dead on the floor. He was starting to look like Bobby Green, but he survives. He is moving his head around. He's trying to avoid some shots, but nearly gets finished. Islam's like, man, I'm just going to go for a submission because he is not able to pound him out of there. Pause. Leon reverses position. He tries to go for his own Hail Mary arm triangle. Tries to lock it in. Islam survives, but that ends off round 3. Brings us to another decision. And I skip it again. I keep skipping them. I don't know why I do it. I keep skipping them. I tell myself I'm not going to do it, but I have a problem with pressing buttons. But there we go. Makhachev 29-27. Now we got Leon at 1-3 and Islam Makhachev at 3-1. All right, next fight we got North America versus Australia. Jon Jones taking on Alexander Volkanovski. Jon Jones, he lets a little boxing combination down, sits down Volk, and then boom, this happens. All right, now we got 1-3 Jon Jones, and this is not aging too well. We got a 3-0 Volkanovski. All right, in this next fight, we got Volk taking on Poton. He tries to trade shots with Alex, but that does not work out at all. He gets sat down. Alex attempts a spinning wheel kick, kind of lands it, doesn't get too much out of it. They're trading shots. He clinches up, lands a nice knee, a 1-2, pushes Volkanovski out of the way. Volkanovski tries to go for a leg kick, and he checks it, and his leg is already badly hurt right off the bat. And that ends off a not too good round 1 for Volkanovski. Gets sat down again at the end. Damn! Starting off round 2, Pereira comes in with a knee. Volkanovski trips him with a leg kick. He attempts another. He gets checked badly. His leg's badly hurt, but it doesn't stop him. He lets 3 leg kicks go. Sits down Alex Pereira. Both of their legs are in shambles, but they're both going to keep it up. Volk goes for a body kick. Gets sat down by a right hand. Attempts a leg kick. Gets checked badly. And then he tries to go with the other leg. And then that one gets checked too. And now both of his legs are hurt badly. Pereira sits him down with a front kick. Then sits him down with a lead roundhouse right after, knocks him down. I don't know how Volk is surviving. Pereira gets him to the ground. Instead of letting shots off, he just didn't do it. Volkanovski sweeps him, keeps him there for the rest of the round, starts letting some shots go, comes back at the end of the round, not too bad. And he started letting some ground and pound shots go, and he actually rocked him a couple times. All right, that brings us to round 3. We start off round 3. Pereira comes out with a straight right in the left hand, then sits him down with another straight right. Then Pereira catches him with a calf kick while Volk tries to go for an overhand. That rocks his leg bad. Volk gets sat down by a lead uppercut as he tried to attempt a body jab. Pereira, he follows him to the ground, lets some shots go, but Volkanovski, he sweeps him. But Pereira, he's going to kick him off, and soon that left hook is disgusting, bro. Okay, after 3 fights in it, we got Pereira at 2-1, and after 4 fights for Volkanovski, Volkanovski is left at 3-1. Alright, in this next fight, Duplessis did not want to trade with Pereira. He shoots a double leg, gets him onto the ground. He tried to let some ground and pound shots go. He was able to keep Pereira there for a lot of the round. He postured up again. He was letting more shots go. He rocked Pereira once again, even though he blocked it. And there's only a minute left in the round. He postures up again, keeps letting off more shots. Hits him with a big elbow, and then with about like 40 seconds left in the round, he tries to attempt an arm triangle. Pereira, he tries to roll over and escape the triangle. DDP doesn't really let him. He locks it in. He doesn't finish him, but he was pretty close, and then he ended up just taking his back for the rest of round 1. All right. That brings us to round 2. DDP comes out strong. 1-2 head kick. Alex attempts a body kick, DDP just takes him down, and then after a minute on the ground, DDP decides to let Alex up. Not really sure why, but Alex tries to go for a body kick, DDP tries to take him down, Alex stuffs it, hits him with a couple shots in the clinch. DDP comes with a hook, he comes with a head kick, he hits him with a left hook, nearly rocks him. DDP, he throws 2 hooks into a head kick. Pereira, he ducks under it, hits him to the body, rocks his body. The DDP rocks him with a front kick, has him going backwards. With like a minute left in the round, he shoots a takedown. Pereira stuffs it, and he has him up on the fence. He hits him with an elbow and a couple shots behind it that rocks him badly. He's keeping up the pressure. He's throwing spinning stuff. He's running at him, throwing shots. DDP didn't want this fight on the feet. He shoots a takedown. Pereira stuffs it again, has him on the clinch. He keeps letting some shots go. DDP gets out of it, and that ends off round 2. Alright, that brings us to round 3. DDP starts with a body kick. Pereira hits him with a teep kick. He clinches up, hit him with a knee and an uppercut that sits him down. Then he hits him with a front kick, sits him down once again. He lets him back up. He's letting some shots go. DDP's backing up, drops him with a hook. And even though he dropped him, he still doesn't want this fight on the feet. He clinches out with Pereira. He shoots a double leg. He gets him onto the ground. And after controlling him for half the round, he decides to let up Pereira. Not too sure why, but that ends off round 3 and brings us to a decision.
3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 28-28. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a unanimous draw.
Alright, after both fighters having their 4th fight, that has Pereira at 2-1-1, and we have DDP at 1-2-1. Alright, in this next fight, we got Volk taking on Edwards. We got Europe versus Australia. Leon starts out hot with a huge head kick that rocks Volkanovski and a front kick right behind it that rocks him again. And then right after that, he goes for a question mark kick, catches Volk and knocks him down badly. He goes down to the ground. He has Volk almost finished. He attempts to elbow, but Volk was able to sweep him. And Volk gets him in the top mount, and he ground and pounds him, and he's doing what he was doing all tournament. It was always looking bad, but then he comes out hot, and he keeps ground and pounding him. And then basically for the remainder of the round, Volkanovski was letting off shots. He was rocking Leon back to back to back. And I don't even know how Leon survived, but he made it out of round 1. Both fighters act like they were going to glove touch, but both didn't. But Volk hits him with a 1-2 and a left hook that sits him down to start off round 2. Leon throws a body kick. He gets smacked by a left hook that sits him down. Then Volkanovski hits him with a straight right that sleeps him. Alright, after both fighters just had their last fight, we have Volkanovski at 4-1 and Leon Edwards at 1-4. Okay, in this next one, we got Makhachev taking on Pereira. We got Asia taking on South America. Leon Edwards is not in this fight. I mean, Alex Pereira goes for a spinning elbow. Islam Makhachev shoots a double leg, gets him down to the ground. And then he shoots again, gets Pereira to the ground after he just stood up. And then he tries to lock in an arm triangle, but Pereira, he was good enough to survive. He slides out of it, gets top control on Islam, but he wants this fight on the feet, so he lets him up. And after like 40 seconds on the feet, Islam realizes he wants his fight on the ground. He shoots a single leg, gets him on the ground. Pereira pushes him off, and he tries to get some damage going. He lets 2 elbows. Pereira, he rocks him with the left hook, and then he walks him down, hit him with a right hook again. Makhachev tries to throw a front kick, gets hit by a right hook, somehow survives round 1. Pereira denies a glove touch to start off round 2, tries to hit him with a 3-piece. Islam tries to hit him with a 3-piece back. Then he whips a head kick and a spinning side kick, gets rocked by a straight left. Islam throws a head kick right behind it. Tries to shoot from across the octagon. They trade body kicks. He gets the better of it. Rocks Pereira. He clinches up with him. Hit him with a couple knees, but they separate. Makhachev, he misses a takedown, but he tries again. He gonna hit him with a chain wrestling. Gets him down to the ground. He tries to lock in an arm triangle. Pereira, he escapes it. Hits him with a body shot. Gets his fight right back to the feet. And once we get to the feet, Islam catches Pereira with a left hook as he tries to throw a leg kick, and he gets rocked. Gets hit by a 1-2 and an uppercut that sits him down. He was worried about the takedown. He forgot to put his hands up. Islam probably had him finished, but he didn't let the punches go. We got a minute left in the round. Pereira comes back with his own uppercut. Tries to throw a head kick. Stuffs the takedown. Hits it with a knee. And then hits it with an elbow right after. They try to trade some shots. He misses a left hook. Islam hits him with his own check hook. Sits him down. Follows him to the ground. Hits a couple nice strikes. Goes for an elbow. Pereira sweeps him. Keeps him there for the rest of round 2. Starting off round 3, Pereira fakes a glove touch, goes with a triple jab. Makhachev throws a blind uppercut, gets hit by a 4-piece hook combination. He gets sat down. Pereira lets him up. Then he smacks him with the overhand. He sits him down, but this time he wasn't going to let him on the feet. He tried to go for a ground and pound. A couple shots and an elbow to the body. Then Islam Makhachev attempts to go for an arm par, but he ends up trying to get it. Pereira tries to escape. He nearly gets him with it, but Pereira, he is able to survive. Islam started the posture up. He was letting some shots go. He has Pereira rocked. He goes in. Nice elbow. Nearly finishes him. Tries to go for an armbar again. And soon, enough was enough. Alright, after both fighters having their last fight of the day, we got Islam Makhachev ended up 4-1. Alex Pereira 2-2-1. And that brings us to the last fight before the next round. We got Jon Jones taking on DDP. DDP comes out with a head kick and a straight right that rocks him. He shoots a double leg on DDP, but DDP, he lynches in the guillotine. But he didn't want to go for it. He tried to change positions. Jon Jones, he gets out of it. But Jon Jones, he tried to go for his own submission. He hits him with a one-shot arm triangle. Alright, after every fight, we have Islam Makhachev at 4-1, representing Australia, and representing Asia, we got Islam Makhachev 4-1. And then we have Pereira, he ended it off at 2-2-1. Jon Jones 2-3. Dricus du Plessis 1-3-1. And then we have Leon Edwards at last place 1-4. Alright, in this final matchup, facing off again, we got Volkanovski taking on Islam. Islam's only loss is to Volkanovski. So here we go. They're fighting again. He stuffs the takedown, hits it with a couple knees, got him in the clinch, then they separate. Islam Makhachev, he shoots a double leg, gets Volkanovski to the ground. He tries to let some ground and pound off. Volkanovski, he reverses position, but Islam Makhachev, he reverses position right back. He takes Volkanovski's back and keeps him there for the rest of round 1. Starting off round 2, we get a little glove touch. Volkanovski comes in with a jab and a hook combination with a leg kick behind it. Misses the leg kick. Islam shoots a double leg, gets him to the ground. Volkanovski, he reverses position. He's in ground and pound. He's going to let some shots go. Islam pulls him back down, but Volkanovski postures up again. He's going to let some shots go. Huge elbow that rocks Islam. He postures up again. Islam has some pretty good defense, but again, Volkanovski hits him with a huge elbow that rocks him. But then Makhachev, he tries to go for a Kimura. He flips Volkanovski over. He tries to lock it in. Volkanovski, he pops his head out. He takes Islam's back. After 2 minutes on the ground, Islam Makhachev gives up his back. Volkanovski, he's letting big shots go. Islam Makhachev survives. He tries to get his back flat. He denies it. He's letting more shots go. Soon he got Makhachev flat on the ground, but he pops right back up. But he kept running out shots, and then soon Herb Dean had to step in. Alright, there you have it. In a championship fight between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski in the Battle of the Continents, Alexander Volkanovski, he takes it home for Australia, which I think is the smallest continent. It's either that or Europe. But he takes it home for Australia to win the Battle of the Continents tournament. This may have not aged well at all, but it doesn't matter because Volkanovski, he ends up on top. He takes it all, ending off in a 6-1 record. And there you have it. He wins, taking first place in the Battle of the Continents. And I'm out. Yeah, I don't really know how to end these type of videos, but yeah.